Do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago we showcased that incredible Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Remastered trailer? It was a total fan-made project created by this group, Arcadia Squad. It consisted of a couple of guys. They've been working on this project for years now, and it showcased beautifully what a actual remastered version of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas would look like. And the entire project was incredible. It looked like they did a very professional job setting this up. Well, it looks like Rockstar or Take-Two Interactive have actually nuked the entire project. They've shut everything down, which is really unfortunate. And we'll be talking about that story today, why they've done something like this, and a whole lot more. So I first saw this reported on the website Eurogamer. It was an article by Emma Kent. So I'll leave a link to this in the description. The title of the article was Take-Two Nukes GTA San Andreas Fan Remake Trailer, Caught Between a Rockstar and a Hard Place. So this is what the article has to say. When a trailer for a fan-made remake of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas burst onto the scene earlier this month, many thought it was too good to be true, and it was, in a sense, as while the trailer displayed a remade version of San Andreas in Unreal Engine 4, the project was merely a tool to create machinima videos, and the team behind the trailer announced they had no plans to release a fully playable remake. Still, it was enough to get people very excited about the idea of a remake for the nearly 16-year-old game until the Take-Two lawyers arrived. And that is never a good sign, as we'll talk about a little bit later. In the past, we've talked about a couple of things that have happened where players and fans have made community projects, and then Take-Two Interactive has said, like, oh, guys, you're not going to be able to do this. We got to shut this down. Again, we'll talk about some examples a little bit later on. So if you go to look at the original trailer right now, so like if you typed in the original URL, you would be brought to a page that showcases this with an alert that no one wants to see where it says video unavailable. This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Take-Two Interactive. And I certainly don't want to speculate on the specifics on why it was copyrighted because I really don't know. I don't know if even though it was created in, Unreal Engine 4, because it was still San Andreas or maybe featured San Andreas assets, Take-Two Interactive still has rights to that. I'm really not sure why. Again, the copyright laws and rules on YouTube are so complex and they vary for various industries, so it's tough to say what reason in particular Take-Two Interactive or Rockstar had against taking down this project. And even if you go to their channel right now, it looks like the entire thing has just been nuked. I mean, I think they only had like one video altogether, but as you guys can see, just by clicking on the various links on their channel, like nothing shows up. It looks like it's a brand new channel on YouTube that doesn't have any content. Now, at least for now, the only update that Arcadia Squad has provided was actually under the community tab of their channel, where they gave a small update, and it says, for people who cannot access the video, this is what happened. And they showcase the same screenshot where it says the video is no longer available due to a copyright claim. And if you guys want to check out that community post, I will leave a link to it in the description. There's a handful of people that are commenting on there, mostly saying a lot of positive things towards Arcadia Squad, like, hang in there, we're sorry this happened to you. And I'm sure there's a lot of behind the scene things that we just don't know about right now. Probably a whole lot of legal stuff going on that they can't discuss, and we obviously can't speculate on either. Now, a couple of other interesting things which makes this story a whole lot more unique is Arcadia Squad had both a Patreon and a Facebook page. Now, what's interesting is the Patreon itself is now marked under review. Now, again, I know so little about Patreon. I mean, I know generally what it is, but I don't know what would cause a page to go under review. So what I'm thinking here, and this is just my personal speculation, is maybe Rockstar Take-Two Interactive that thought that Arcadia Squad was going to be making money off of this project. And I guess in a way, because they had their Patreon linked to this, Rockstar could assume that they were making money off of something that Take-Two Interactive was doing. or that they were using and Take-Two Interactive had the rights for. So that's why I'm thinking the Patreon maybe got removed. And Patreon does have like a community guidelines page in which you can look at, but I don't know if any of the things that they did, violated those community guidelines. Again, that's why I don't want to speculate too much on that front, but their Patreon currently has been removed, or at least it's under review, so you can't access anything. Now, the next thing that's kind of mysterious as well is this same group also had a Facebook page, and their Facebook page has also been completely removed as well, or at least privated. Again, I don't know like how privating or having a Facebook page removed works, but if you go to the Facebook page now, it says this content isn't available right now, and it says when this happens, it's usually because the owner only shared it with a small group of people, changed who can see it, or it's been deleted. So there's a chance that the entire page was deleted as well. And again, I don't know if this is the doing of Rockstar, if this is the doing of Take-Two Interactive, if the Facebook page just was associated with the Patreon, if it was associated with the video, so they decided to completely nuke everything. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting right now, is that just everything was associated in sort of a spider web together. And so Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar were like, yeah, we're going to just completely shut this whole thing down. That's, again, kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Now, on the surface, this is very disappointing because this group, Arcadia Squad, announced that they didn't plan on making any money from this. They didn't plan on making it public where like other people could download it. It was just a passion project, and it was something they had been working on for years on end now. So to see it just completely removed and potentially even worse, like them getting into legal trouble over this, that's not really great, in my opinion. However, it's not shocking because Take-Two Interactive is notorious when it comes to protecting its intellectual property. And to a degree, you can't blame them if they are acting in the letter of the law. I mean, they are allowed to do this sort of stuff. But last year, there was a Red Dead Redemption 2 PC fan project that was shut down by Take-Two Interactive. And essentially, this project was the Red Dead Redemption Damned Enhancement Project, which was going to enhance the graphics and visuals in Red Dead Redemption and make it playable on Windows PC, a platform for which Take-Two itself has not released the Red Dead Redemption game on. So I can understand why Rockstar would want to shut that down, because it's legitimately dealing with a game that is theirs and putting it on a platform in which they haven't done so yet. I can understand why fans would really want to see that, but I can totally get why Rockstar wouldn't want to do that. They also sent investigators to the homes of a Borderlands 3 YouTuber for apparently like either talking about the game early or something like that. And this story was wild because it generated a lot of back and forth between Take-Two Interactive and the YouTuber himself. There were even a lot of fans saying they were going to boycott Borderlands 3. There was a lot of back and forth between these two. It was probably one of like the messiest situations I've ever seen, revolving like someone who does YouTube stuff and then like an actual publisher going after them. It was pretty wild, that's for sure. And they also ended up sending private investigators to a GTA 5 modder's home. This was all the way back in 2015. And what's interesting is that was actually the mod creators behind the very popular role-playing aspect of GTA 5, 5M right now. It's funny how Rockstar sort of shifted gears, or at least Take-Two Interactive have shifted gears in some regard, because 5M is one of the most popular GTA 5 projects ever, and now it's allowed, or at least it's tolerated. But back then in 2015, they, sent private investigators to this guy's house and ended up saying like they've got to shut the entire thing down. So again, Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive in particular, they take this stuff very seriously. And I guess legally they are allowed to take it very seriously. It's just a shame when really cool projects like this end up getting shut down, because this was amazing. It was getting such a positive response. I mean, the video itself had like millions of views. They had a lot of support on their Facebook page and their Patreon, which, again, I don't want to speculate, might be the reason for why this sort of thing got shut down. But I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What do you think was the reason that this awesome San Andreas project was shut down? Let me know what you guys are thinking about in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.